Hello, everyone. I'm Christina, and I thought I would pop in to do a quick live, semi quick, talking about the food issues that we're having now and where it may be leading because it's not looking so bright. Um, Wanted to make a couple of announcements super fast. One, because it's going to be raining for the next week, I won't be able to come on until around next Friday. Tomorrow's my birthday. So I'm gonna have my dad over and we're gonna go out and have some fun. And there's something else. Oh yes, I am also. I've we're arranging for a live interview next weekend. It's going to be Soul Food for the Christian. My friend Kim, she's really amazing. I know you guys will love her. So she's coming on soon. I also want to let you know that Daily Excellence with Pastor Anthony is in the description box, as well as Off Grid Desert Farming with Paul and Adrian, my backup channel, which sometimes if you can't see this on YouTube, you can see it without the buffering and problems on Odyssey. So check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I don't see any comments yet, but I do see some thumbs up. It's good to see everybody. Oh, and here come the comments just like that. Hello, Adrian. It's good to see you, sister. I'm glad you could make it. And Connie, too. All right. All right. I've got some thumbs up going on. All right, you guys. Hello, child of the king. All right. God bless you, too. Okay. All right. All right. Growing food scarcity 2023. The solution is less than appetizing. That's the truth. Even Mike from around the world saying you might want to get used to a blander palette of food. That just kind of reminds me of the Matrix when they were just eating that snot, basically that goo. That they said, well, it's got all your vital nutrients and proteins that the body needs, and I'm like, ugh. So when I hear some of the things that are coming at us besides starvation and malnutrition, that's what I think of anyway. So I started warning the church about 5 years ago on YouTube, but my titles weren't very good because the amnesia was still pretty bad. But I was trying to warn about a coming famine and that you would need to grow your own food. The next year, I was showing you around my garden. And that same year, I began talking about a magnetic pole reversal and the immense consequences of it, such as coastal flooding, freak weather, crop loss, and population shifts, when everybody else was talking Maunder minimum. I was even talking about Red Dawn. So all of this has come upon us just a few years after we're here. Famine is growing, and it's something that we need to keep a pretty close eye on. So, yeah. All right. So it turns out that it's not just a worry in our grocery stores and in our pocketbooks. The food instability discussion has been high on the agenda at the World Economic Forum. Around the country, there have been about 7 states, including Iowa and Kentucky, that have at least introduced bills to extremely restrict SNAP food stamp benefits. That the proposed restrictions involved pretty much all the staples. Okay, when it comes to pasta and breads, they just took all the bleached kind of wheats out and just left just the regular brown breads, brown pasta, wheat pasta, canned meats, just not what you could get before. So that lets you know that they probably are running out of funds. Okay, but they're restricting even cooking oil, and we've been seeing shortages of cooking oil on the shelves. Food stamp red tape has also been getting harder to get through pretty much no matter what state you live in. Okay, we're even hearing that you can only get cage-free eggs in California. We've been hearing people that are paying $9 to $11 for just 12 eggs this last week. And some stores are starting rationing, aka limiting purchase amounts rationing has begun. Eggs are a really big deal right now. Eggs are pretty high up in the news. Okay, just check the comments. Thank you, Connie. Hello, Ellen Hughes, Lorena in Chicago. Thank you so much, everybody, for wishing me a happy birthday. 47 tomorrow. 1976 bicentennial baby. That's right. That's right. Clarissa, hello. My mom found a fresh roadkill deer and called my friend who knows how to prepare critters. The meat was very fresh and salvageable. Boy, were you lucky. It was practically still warm. Let's get it. You must be from the South. Hello, Dan. Thank you. God bless you, Dan. All right. Everybody is so sweet. Aw, thank you, Ellen. I'm so glad to have all of you here. Child of the King Jesus, my Lord, says the government's been given chicken feed that produces no eggs. Then the farmer used goat feed and their chickens lay eggs again. Yeah, the Poplar report, he was talking about, if your hens aren't laying, it's something wrong with the feed, to change your feed. So that's absolutely right. Okay, this is going to be a shorter broadcast. It's not going to be like an hour or anything. But food problems, they have been spreading around the world. And it's going to get worse, not just here in America, but it is getting worse. Okay, Afghan malnutrition is at a record high since the U.S. left abruptly. President of Senegal, which is in Africa, says that Africa needs to learn to feed itself. They've been, getting a lot of donations. A lot of them don't own land, so they don't know. I'm telling you, I've talked to some of these people. They don't know about buckets or, grow bags or hydroponics. A lot of these really poor Africans, they really don't. But I think some of them are starting to learn. And the president of Senegal is saying, yeah, you need to learn to feed yourself. That's Afghanistan and Africa. And in Africa, development partners have committed $30 billion to food production in Africa. All right. But right now, what's in the media, the solution, plant-based eggs. I guess that's not so bad, but it's horrifying to think about. Okay. Plant-based eggs. Am I going to get the protein I need? I don't know. But that's just the start. That's just the start. Printed and lab grown meat, which a lot of us are very aware of, but how many times do people ask this one question? Where exactly does the protein come from? If it's not from a cow or chicken or something, where's this protein coming from? Because I don't know if it's coincidental that they're also kind of hyping us up to eat bugs too. Yes, bugs. Maggots that you would feed to your hens as treats. That's what they want us to eat. Or not eat meat at all. These are their solutions. And you would think that in America they'd be saying, hey, you should be gardening and trying this and trying. No. What we're getting here in America is visits from alphabet soup companies, divisions, I guess. We're getting discouraged to have wood stoves. We're getting discouraged to drink coffee and eat meat. We're not being encouraged to prepare in any way whatsoever. And if I've seen anything on preparation from this government, it was a care package for crack pipes, needles and whatnot. Okay, that's the closest I've seen for prepping supplies since the Biden administration came into office. But things aren't looking good. There's an article that I was reading. It says world crisis far from over despite crop prices falling. Newsletter. Who's this by? Looks like it's by Bloomberg. Written today at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, Central Standard Time. It says, after last year's rampant food inflation. A drop in prices of goods from wheat to fertilizers is raising hopes for some respite in 2023, but multiple risks remain. Food prices will probably climb this year unless there's major debt relief and financial support from the international community. The International Food Policy Research Institute warns this week. I mean, look how many problems our food banks are having. Agri-commodities and fertilizers are still historically expensive, while grain stockpiles remain tight, just as extreme weather in places like Argentina and East Africa damages crop prospects, according to economists Rob Voss, Joseph Glauber, and David Laborde. High costs are also hurting farm profits. It all points to a reduced outlook for foodstuffs, even if the Black Sea crop export deal remains in place, they said. Price instability is likely to intensify with any major food supply shock. So basically, what this article is saying, of course, there's going to be a little lag time before you would see any relief price wise and commodity wise. Now, prophecy, we know that there was going to start with shortages on the shelves more and more, and it would start in certain areas, and then it would spread, and then it would just turn into a full-blown famine with long lines at the grocery store, military around the grocery stores, rationing. It's gonna be like that. Okay, that's where we're headed anyway. But they're saying, even if things were to get better, it would be time before we saw this relief. Okay. Now, the Washington-based think tank expectation that there won't be further global food shortfalls this year could be taken as welcome news. If any of y'all heard Mike from Around the World last night, there will be problems. They say, but that's based on demand weakening amid a slowing economy. So because we are seeing that some things aren't being bought because they're too expensive, which causes a weakening demand on some things. All right. Now, I want y'all to hear today's must-reads under this article. Trader profits. ADM posted record annual profit in a challenging year, but the U.S. agricultural giant is signaling some weakness ahead. Palm curbs. Indonesia, the biggest palm oil supplier, is studying rules that would require exporters to trade at least some of their oil on local exchanges before shipping it overseas. Mexico-U.S. spat. Mexico's proposed changes to a planned ban on imports of U.S. corn are insufficient, the Biden administration warned. Fat chickens. South African power cuts have delayed slaughtering of birds, resulting in heavier and older poultry and incurring significant losses for one of the country's top chicken producers. Oh, you're going to love this one. You okay, honey? Oh, everything's fine. I have cats. He's fine. He jumped on the stove and slid off with the lid on the skillet. Anyway, the next article was like I said, you're gonna like this. Cow burps. Bill Gates has joined a slew of billionaires investing in a startup that wants to disrupt the methane-emitting livestock industry with a feed additive. They just love adding all kinds of things to people's food. All right. Kimchi appetite. South Korea imported a record amount of kimchi last year as inflation hit prices of cabbage and other key ingredients used to make the pickled dish. This is weird. Human waste is the subject. U.S. startup Wasted is focused on container-based sanitation. Listen to this. Toilet systems that collect human waste and transport it to facilities for nutrient recovery treatment. So that's where they're getting the protein for the meat. How do I know? How do I know? How do you know? Where are these nutrients coming from? Wasn't that in the movie like 1984 where they were eating recycled human something? Maybe recycled humans, I don't know, and feeding it in bars to people. I think that was the movie 1984. So these are their solutions, okay? Some of them are maybes, I know, but would you really put it beneath them per se? Hi, Jimmy True, Abbas girl. She got behind a chicken truck. Check out the Easter egg in The Last of Us. The chicken feed was tainted, so was our wheat supply. I believe it. Yeah, recycle poo for nutrient recovery, Abbas girl. Hello, Sherry's Kitchen and Sunflowers. Carrie Richardson, Solve It Green. uh, just looking through the comments. Yeah, the kitty fell. Hey, Kim, it's down the crows. Good to see you always. Love you, sister. Okay, and all righty. Okay, so wanted to make. They do like messing with the poo. Remember the weird. Yeah, maybe they're saving it for themselves. No, I doubt it. They do it to us so fast. They do it, in a heartbeat while they're eating real filet mignon in their cute little bunkers. They do it to us. The super rich treat the working class and poor like cattle while they eat real meat. Exactly. Yeah, they told us, hey, mask up while they had these huge rich parties where everybody looked just like I do now. That's how they are. They want us to happily accept this too. Mm-mm. I'd rather eat manna from heaven or starve. For real. They make China Joe's ice cream out of it. That's so gross. All right, y'all. I did want to make this a short video, and don't forget, thumbs up, share the video out, and don't forget, I won't be back for a week because it will be raining, and it is a terrible signal. And with the interview I did with Pastor Anthony, I realized I just need to push the mic away in order to keep that echo and just kind of lean back, So maybe next time when I do an interview like with Kim next weekend, not Stone the Crows, but a different Kim, um, that you'll be able to hear better. It won't be so much echo. But tomorrow is, like I said, a very special day. My dad's going to drive an hour and a half to come see me, and we're going to have a good time because I found a place to go play bingo, and I've really been wanting to do that for a really long time. I'm kind of an older lady now. I can play bingo. Yeah, get my marker ready. Or maybe they do it by computer now. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless you all, and I hope to see you all back here in a week. Bye. I hope it'll end. Something is terribly wrong. I don't know why it won't end now. I don't know what to do. I know what to do.